Hey guys, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and today we're going to be talking about basically the sad tale of Bagan. If you all know, Bagan is a very, very popular Godzilla villain. And he's popular for many reasons. But the main reason is that he is from a very kind of popular Godzilla video game called Super Godzilla. Bagan is just a very fascinating kaiju. And yet, despite everything, this character is ignored by the Godzilla community and the Godzilla fandom. Only some Godzilla YouTubers mention this guy or even have him be a part of their videos, rather making customized figures of Bagan by using Destroya as a base model, considering how he and Destroya have a lot in common. And what I mean by look down at the Godzilla fandom, I mean it. Now, I know what you guys are going to be wondering, what do I mean by look down on? Well, let's face the fact that Bagan is ignored a lot. There were so many movies that he was supposed to be a part of, but he never was a part of those movies. He was supposed to be the first main villain that Godzilla was going to fight for his grand return. When the Heisei era films was beginning to start. Bagan was going to be the first main villain on that Godzilla was originally going to fight. In the Heisei era, and yet he just never appeared. And Toho changed their mind and just decided to have Bagan and not be a part of the film, and just decided to go back to the 1954 route. And he was going to fight Mothra in one of her movies, but he never once showed up because of how poorly Godzilla vs. Biollante made it at the box office. And he was supposed to be in another Godzilla movie, but it was originally going to be a Mothra movie. And that movie was going to be Mothra vs. Godzilla vs. Mothra Battle for the Earth. Or should I say, Bagan vs. Mothra Battle for the Earth. That's right, that movie was supposed to be a Mothra vs. Bagan movie, not a Godzilla vs. Mothra movie. And he was supposed to appear yet again in the last Heisei film, Godzilla vs. Destroya, which originally was supposed to be Godzilla vs. Bagan. But, again, he never made the cut. He just never was a part of the movie. And the only thing that Bagan is a part of is a Godzilla video game, Super Godzilla, and another game, but it's not really a video game. more like a... It's basically a game that kind of features this color scheme of Bagan and this kind of look for him. I also like this design better than the other design. The other design is just kind of hideous. Kind of. But that's besides my point. Those were the only two games or Godzilla projects that he was a part of. And recently, he's been a part of Goji Band, the puppet show. Oh, that Toho made. Godzilla fans are so hell-bent on wanting Destroya to be part of the Monsterverse and have him to be the final boss of the Monsterverse, when they clearly forget Bagan. Bagan is not only stronger than Destroya, but he's far more powerful, far more dangerous. Fans are just wanting Destroya back so damn badly that they just don't seem to acknowledge Bagan's presence. They don't even seem to freaking mind or acknowledge his existence, which is upsetting, actually. Every single Godzilla fan just ignores Bagan and just wants Space Godzilla or Destroya to be the final bosses of the Monsterverse. They just flat out ignore him. And that actually upsets me. That upsets me. Even now, when Bagan gets a figure, they still want Destroya to be part of it. To be the final boss of the Monsterverse. And again, that just upsets me. It upsets me. Because Bagan was supposed to be in literally so many movies, and they just like, really? He was supposed to be a part of so many movies, and the only reason why Destroya exists is because Toho couldn't get the funding or enough money to make Bagan to be the final boss of that movie. Bagan is just flat out getting mistreated here. What really needs to happen is Destroyer needs to appear in a... Like, if he does appear in the New Empire sequel, great. Because then that leaves the window open for Bagan to become the final boss of the Monsterverse. And honestly, since Toho never wants to use this character, I think Legendary could possibly buy the rights for Bagan, honestly. Because, let's just face it, Toho never wants to use this character. The only real time that they used this character was for Goji Band. Hell, I wouldn't even mind Bagan appearing in the frickin' -1 sequel. That's right, you heard me. I would not mind if Bagan appeared in a -1 sequel. And the reason why I say that is because Bagan needs to make a true, proper fucking comeback. A comeback to the point where fans are convinced and that they want Bagan to be the final boss of the Monsterverse and not Destroya. Because, rather, one of these days, Toho hires a director and he wants to use Bagan, or Legendary buys the rights to Bagan, and they get to use him for a MonsterVerse movie. Possibly for their final MonsterVerse movie. Because Destroya, he's just, how do I say this? Overused. Now, before you guys are freaking whining in the comments below, let me explain. First of all, this overgrown crap has been featured in so many Godzilla video games and so many Godzilla books, it's not even funny. This guy has more appearances than Bagan over here. And if you're just gonna ignore Bagan, then you might as well not include him to be part of the Godzilla franchise. Because again, if you're not gonna use this character at all, then just don't have him be part of the Godzilla fandom, let alone the Godzilla franchise. Just, I hate the fact that Bagan over here is overlooked by a lot of fans, and they're not acknowledging this character's existence. I understand they love Destroya, they love him. I understand that. But if you're Godzilla fans like me, Monster Round Buddies, Dangerville, etc., if you're like us, then if you do your research, you'll find that Bagan should be the real final boss of the MonsterVerse. Hell, if I was a director of the next MonsterVerse film, I would make Bagan the final boss, so fans could acknowledge his character's existence. So far, I've counted in my honest opinion, I think I've counted over at least 80 videos that feature Bagan. There could be more than that, I don't know. But Bagan needs to make a proper comeback. Not just appearing in a kid cartoons and puppet show. Oh, and not getting a Bandai figure and an X Plus figure. He needs to make a proper comeback here. He needs to rather, 1, be a part of a Godzilla book, 2, be a part of a Godzilla video game, or 3, be a part of a Godzilla movie, or even a series. I wouldn't mind if he is a part of a series. Do something that would make fans acknowledge Bagan's existence. Because seriously, only a few Godzilla fans, myself included, are making this character be part of our fanfic stories. And like what I said before, I will not mind if Bagan is chosen to be a villain for the -1 sequel. I know that Takashi Yamazaki has his eyes on King Ghidorah or Mechagodzilla, but Bagan is up there. King Ghidorah and Mechagodzilla are overused, and they need to take a break. Seriously, give them a break. They're overused. Anyways, hope you guys liked this video. Tell me in the comments below, do you think Bagan is being truly mistreated? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.